Hello ladies and gents, I am Jaylen Renee and I'm back today with a makeup tutorial. Today I'll be doing two looks in one palette, which is the Patricia Brights Rich in Color palette. If you're interested, stay tuned. Before we get started, I just want to take some time to pay homage to this amazing palette, guys. I have reached for this palette non-stop this week. Now Ulta did send me this palette broken, but I just did not feel like going through the trials and troubles of returning it and waiting even longer to get a new one. So unfortunately that shadow is done for, but I do have the other shadows in the palette, which are absolutely amazing. I wanted this particular one because I did not have a palette with this color range. I'm actually getting ready to swatch a few. That blue did get in some of the shadows, so it comes off kind of weird during the first swatch. But I just really wanted a palette with a ton of colors from all different sides of the rainbow. And this one is just perfect and the quality is amazing. So I'm going into my crease with the shadow Model. I believe that's how you pronounce it. If it's not how you pronounce it, correct me. I will have the exact spelling down below. But this is a perfect brown shade for the crease. So I'm going to go ahead and layer allspice right on top of that. And y'all, I cannot get over allspice. Like, this color is so bomb. It's like a brownish, reddish, orangish color. I don't even know how to explain it, but it just pops on my skin tone so well. And I love it. And honestly, I think the color payoff depends on what eye you end up going for. So it's just amazing. Like, oh my god, I was shocked putting these shadows on at the quality of how they blended of the pigment. I am super satisfied. Next, I'm going in with Miss Tropicana. I'm placing that right at the end of my crease. I'm not going to drag it up too far, but yeah, this gave a nice pop in my crease area. So I took Queen and I'm just blending that right into my brow bone. This is just helping everything blend together so you don't have such a harsh demarcation at the top of your brow bone. So at first I was going to do this yellow, but it was just looking too ketchup and mustard for me. So I took Flames, which is one of the glitter pigments, and I'm just applying that right on my lid. And this wasn't even what I was going for. Like, but I loved it. It was so sexy, and it just reminded me of a night with your babe and you put on that red lipstick and you show off. So yes, my lashes aren't playing with your eyes. They do have blue tips. I picked these up from Atlanta Beauty Depot, which is a black-owned beauty supply store here in Atlanta, Georgia. I did not know they were color, and I'm like, what am I gonna do with these? And I was like, oh, these would look really good with this eye. So I tried them and I loved them. Now obviously I've sped up my complexion and face, but I will have everything listed down below for you guys to see. This wig that I have on is also from that beauty supply store. It will be listed down below. So here is look number one. I think it went perfect with this wig. Definitely something I would wear for a date night at home. That's gonna turn really hot at the end. So for look number two, I definitely wanted to do something colorful. That's the reason why I purchased the palette. So I was thinking like, what could I do? And I'm like, oh, it's Pride. So I created this look with Pride in mind. So again, I'm taking Model and I'm actually placing this on my brow bone. Now this is not only going to give some height to this look, but it's going to create that cut crease look that I'm going for. I really, really want this look to be extremely over the top cut crease. So this is going to help me create that. Next, I'm using Allspice, and I am going to blend it right into Model. So I'm using those same two crease colors. These are so awesome for transitions and crease colors. But yep, I'm blending these together. I'm taking Allspice a lot in my crease, more so than just on my brow bone. I'm using Queen above my brow bone to blend everything together. And now I am going to start laying the concealer for my cut crease. Now, the most important thing about this is, number one, take your time. Number two, mapping out what you want to do with that concealer. Your concealer is going to do the work for you. Just make sure that you take your time to map out exactly where you want everything to lay. There's definitely so many tricks you can use with this. Of course, most people know just to flutter your lids up and it'll tell you where you need to stop the concealer. So that's a great tip. And another great tip is, don't be afraid to use a good amount of concealer, because you want everything to be cut nice and sharp, and you also want those pigments to pop how you want them. Now also make sure that you let your concealer dry down a little bit so it's sticky, so the shadows will stick to it. So I'm going in with Yes Peaches, which is this awesome orange shadow. So I'm going to be following Roy G. Biv, but I skipped the red just because I've been using that red a lot. So I just skipped the red and I'm just going right into orange. Next is yellow, so I'm taking vitamin C and I am also packing it on. Make sure you guys are using a flat brush when doing it. It could be any size really, but just make sure it's flat so you can pack that shadow on there. Next, I'm going in with Trendsetter. Oh my god, this pigment is so freaking cute. I love it. And then after Trendsetter, it is Nobu. And then I'm taking Reckless and I'm finishing everything off. So I did my other eye, applied my lashes and also my liner off camera just for time's sake. And now I'm getting into my complexion and the rest of my face. Be sure to check the description box for all of the products that I used on my face. I use the exact same products each time, so everything will be listed down below. And here we are. I am so obsessed with this look. It actually took me a long time because I wanted to perfect it and get it right the first time, but it was so fun and so worth it. Oh my gosh, I loved it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. I will see you next time.